look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Washington Huskies and the UCF Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Knights headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies offense will take the field first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. They'll start on the ground with Washington. At the 25 after picking up 4. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Washington. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Snags it, and he's open. The 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's a big mistake here early in this game, and I know how that feels for a quarterback. You're playing on the road. You want to come out in the first drive. You want to march it down the field. You want to throw a touchdown pass, but you got to be careful, and you can't be too greedy. I think he got a little bit ahead of himself on that last throw. Going to be really important he settles himself down.
Play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Knights send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Williams to throw. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Williams. Right side, it's Miller. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
The give on the counter. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Williams on the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
3rd down from the gun. Williams fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first. Out wide left, it's Matthews. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. On the move, he fires. Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for running room. Breaks the tackle. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll send the back in motion. Working the ground game. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Throwing, Williams. Out wide right, it's Washington. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Gain of 20. And first down for the offense.
The Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Williams will pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Give to the back. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Rid of it on the RPO. Past the 30. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
7 on the play. First down for the offense.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Quick give. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point.
UCF 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Selling the fake. Got him downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got enough. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball.
Touchdown, Knights! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, sees an alley. Pass to 6. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback changing the play. Williams got his man in the middle, and he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance. On
3rd down, here's Washington. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They'll go with Washington. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gets the back moving. Hand it to the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He now has 74 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to run it with Washington. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Husky.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the number 14 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Wolfpack able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the Bounce House. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Deep in the end zone, it's Farmer. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey guys, the Huskies head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Sends it back in motion. Sells to run, looking to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Red pass, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone is on section.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. The penalty gets back a few, but it's still 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Throws it off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Making the adjustment. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's up to 94 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Washington. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got it. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Here's Williams to throw. Rolls right. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Man, you see a lot of rollouts, a lot of passing for 2-point conversions. How about that, man? Just a little hard-nosed, running the football, being more physical for the 2-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
Makes a grab and room to run. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll run it. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Trying to make one miss. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying to establish the run. Got him right there.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rush is on. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Run ends there. The Knights want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, checking in from the Washington sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Williams. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for running room. Got the 1st down. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got his man down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing and you need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better now.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. Kangaroos his way. Touchdown, Huskies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
34, UCF 9.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Matthews. Gets away from one, finds some space. Speeding down the left side. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed to them.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.